Hey, Mario Karters and Frenzy fans, welcome to our channel.
We've got a very special episode of
Frenzy Fans Pipe Bowling Party
featuring TorchieTorch tonight. Welcome, TorchieTorch.
Oh, thank you so much. It's been a long day. We'll get into why it's been a long day, because I've never, it feels like it's been forever since I've done what I've done today.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to kind of share this with both of you and whoever else watches.
Yeah, this is a monumental milestone for TorchieTorch in his game that he's been super excited for and wanting to share with the community.
And to make things worse, we had a little hiccup in our schedule, so we legit showed up 45 minutes late. So like the anticipation of this moment,
it's been eating at us.
You know, like
TorchieTorch, we're so grateful that you're patient with us tonight.
TorchieTorch is officially a 2 marshmallow kid. You know the marshmallow test?
I don't know.
Okay, Look it up. It's a test where you give a kid a marshmallow and you say, if you don't eat this marshmallow, I will bring you another marshmallow in like however long. And it's a test of like willpower and just like.
So they leave the kid alone for like 15 minutes, just like staring at the marshmallow.
And some kids are just like, nope, instant gratification. I'm going to eat my marshmallow. Maybe I can convince them later to give me another one. But then the kid that's like, nope, I will wait for my second marshmallow.
Yeah,
that's TorchieTorch right now.
That is definitely me. So I guess people were wondering what in the world we're talking about to go on this long. I haven't really broadcasted it, but I've been doing a pretty good job at tearing up. I haven't been going like at the level like the first people to get to tier 80, but I've been making a pretty steady approach to it as kind of the weeks went on. I've been kind of clawing away, mostly getting like third places. Every now and then it's a second, not really a first, but it's just been a slow climb for me. And it's never been a tear down situation, which I've been really excited about. Yeah. So the climb's been happening. As we finished up last night, I was at tier 79. I was in first place, which was odd. And the difference between me and third place was about 600 to 700 points. And then the difference between me and fourth place was about 10,000 when I checked it with about 30 minutes left. So somebody could like go crazy in that like if everyone went crazy in that last 40 minutes, there could have been a situation where I'm pushed down to fourth place and I might cry on this episode if that happens. But I was pretty.
And for some reason, I was thinking that you had to have first, because you were showing me scores and it was like really close between first and second. But you're right. Yeah. You just need to not be in fourth.
Yeah.
And I think you got it.
I feel good about having it. And then the other like exciting part is like to get to this point, I've like been. I'm sure the last time you guys saw my account, I had like 200,000 coins and I was doing like really well in saving. I've been like burning through that so that I can just get the high-end tickets and keep my account moving forward enough to get to this point. And like my tickets are tapped, but now it's like savings mode. Like I'm planning on like once I acquire this one thing, it's probably going to be a few weeks of like tearing down. If I don't have quality loadouts, I'm just going to be like kind of just like wading the water, trying to just make it through, because this is really exciting for me. Yeah. Like I never consider myself like a top end player, a whale, anything like that. I've done very well with top 1000 kind of ever since our first conversation together. And there's been a couple of times I've made it into the like high 300s and stuff like that. So I feel like a top 100 trip is not too far away from me. But this is something I really wanted that could that I was excited about in my game. So I will, for the first time today, open the app. Again, first, oh boy. That's all I need is for it to crash now. Right. So again, this is the first time today I'm opening the app. So
it's like 10 o'clock at night.
Yes.
I'm pushing it for you. I don't know if it works for Rain.
Oh. We just got to clear out all this other stuff first. I am kind of curious if I did get first. I didn't need the Rosalina me-suit. That's one that was already in my roster.
Yeah.
But I did kind of want to talk strategy with both of you too, since we're kind of at this point, because I have a question about like the Miis and kind of how either of you look at them big picture, because I know they're a real pain in the butt and they're expensive and a real drain on resources, but that other part of it of, boy, you're adding base points every time you add one is big. Okay.
Here we go. Rank results are
Here goes TorchieTorch.
Come on.
I feel it. Yeah!
You got first.
Yes.
Ah.
Wow.
Fun.
That was... Whew. Okay. That's big. It's nice. It's nice to add the cap tickets. It's nice to add all of that stuff back to the back in, because like I said, I've been running through so much. Just trying to bring everything up. Like Pinja, I took him from, oh gosh, where did I have him? I had him at 4. I took him 4,800. I took him to 6 double capped this tour.
Wow.
Okay.
So, and that's just like a big move. I feel like every tour I was just like scripping and trying to grab whatever I could.
Yeah.
Coins. I'll take the coins. I am so excited about you can see right here, like
close. Holy cow. I don't know if I've ever seen first, second, third so close.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Look at that.
Yeah. It would have been like nothing from I think it was Kazumi was the one who moved up like 15,000 on the last day.
Yeah.
And that's the one I was like, oh, he's probably going to be starting to make a really big push at this point. So that means that we should be moving on to that last super fun screen. Yes.
There we go.
Oh,
80.
Man,
that's huge.
I'm excited for you. This takes a lot of hard work, like dedication and strategy to like actually understand how to invest your resources to accomplish this. So I'm so far away from it that I would just like marvel at anyone who actually accomplishes it right now.
You're only 7 tiers away.
Yeah, you're it's amazing. Like I don't want you to sell yourself short either, Frenzy Fangirl, because just to be like at tier 70 plus at this point is big. Yeah. I mean, I just look at like the players that are there and have been working on getting there. I am very lucky. Like I think Hero was like is on the verge of getting it, and he may have gotten it this tour. Yeah, I'm so grateful to be at this point and to actually be able to. I remember the cart talk when everyone was like, "Oh, we're excited level 8's here because you can kind of let off the pedal a little bit and pull back, and you don't have to burn through everything." And then this me-suit was pulled out, and then like, oh, like I really feel like pressure is taken off now that that's just one thing that's kind of checked off the list. Yep. And
Mario's brilliant.
I mean, I've kind of given way to the token shop a little bit because that thing just is such a grind every tour. So this was kind of the accomplishment. I was like, oh, look at that.
There it is. Good job, TorchieTorch.
Oh, you make me so happy.
You go.
Did you get Blockhead too when it was available? Good.
Yep.
That's so. I'm super excited and happy for everyone who has both, like coin box and me-suits. That's cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I've gotten a few of them. I've done pretty well overall. I'm just so thrilled to have that card done with and just be able to move forward.
Can we take a look at your tickets?
Oh, for sure. Yeah. So this is brutal.
Now that you have him.
Yeah. It's just that there's nothing left in the reserves. Yeah. I'm really excited to pull back and just let the game kind of easily flow now.
Yeah.
I love that about the game though, how like your like the strategy and the spending, it always ebbs and flows. But the coolest thing about those who like, I feel like the people, and I could be speaking incorrectly here, but if you're not a well and you're just spending like whenever you want to, I feel like that's where you're going to really struggle to level up. But like if you take it at stride, like I joke that I hoard my resources, which I do, but like the more resources you have, the more freedom you have. So
Right.
when you have the resources, then you can make the thing, like you can make your own individual goals. Like for you, it's like I'm going after tier 80, and I think that's cool.
Yeah, exactly. And you can kind of pick your points to move those in slowly. Because every tour you kind of get a fresh batch of resources or whatever that looks like and however many tickets that is. But like if you can manage to like stay at 72 when you're not really comfortable to try and make a push to rank up, like if you can stay in that 4 or 5 range, and then when you're a little bit more comfortable and it's a smaller investment, just kind of slowly build in, it really makes more sense overall to just as far as a game looks.
Yeah.
Because this part actually makes me really sad to see that like everything is so far drained, but again, just to kind of have that one goal out of the way, I felt like I had to do that in order to make that extra push.
Yeah. Well, I don't think there's anything, like, to your point, like I don't think there's anything wrong with spending your resources the way that you did. Like the point in having resources is being able to level up your game. So it's so smart when you do it like intelligently and when you're excited and passionate about something. Just sitting on them to sit on them doesn't do anything for you, but yeah. So how do you both feel about the idea of getting the me suits for the base points now? Because I think that's the real struggle that I'm kind of acknowledging now that I'm here, because we haven't officially been told there's a cap. So we don't really know that there is just like a firm cap on things happening. We do keep getting like different me suits in free ways. So if there is a cap, then realistically there may be like always an opportunity to get a different kind of suit and eventually hit that mark. Have either of you just been putting in the 70 rubies each tour and saying I'm going to add it, or just letting it go? I know, like Frenzy Fanboy, you haven't leveled yours up, but I didn't know if you're adding to base points by still adding the other suits.
Yeah, so going back to like tier 76, 77, 78, I was way stressed.
Yeah.
It was, I think we actually started talking about on Cart Talk, like mental health.
Yeah.
And Frenzy Fangirl, I think, brought something up, talking to like the community about it, but I think it was more or less trying to like get me to realize that it's just a game. Like, don't worry about it.
What did I
just
say?
have fun.
I don't remember what I say half the time.
Because you were talking about, like nobody cares.
Oh yeah.
it's gonna be fine. But I was stressed about it, and I was under the impression that I was going to, get all the me suits, get as much base points as possible, and then when the gold me suit dropped, I was going to make sure that I had enough resources to take it to at least 6, if not 7, and possibly 8, and definitely triple slapped. And but then like life unfolded, and it hasn't ever, the gold me suit. Okay, so for my goals in the game, as far as ranked and as far as ACR, it hasn't warranted spending those resources yet on that particular item in order to be able to get where I want to get. I've been able to keep those resources and not use the gold me suit and still do fine in ACR, do fine in ranked. But I still have, kind of this contingency. I'm going to go ahead and get the whatever me suits out, the chef me suit, just for the extra 10 base points, because I think that in the future there might be some tour where the gold me suit is going to help me out substantially, and I will have even more resources to be able to put into it and other things as well, instead of just kind of like draining everything all at one time. But yeah, I mean, so it really just comes down to, taking a look at what my goals are and what my current loadouts are, and if I need to invest. And I just haven't found the opportunity to make it worth it. Oh, because the first thing I was going to say is I haven't seen the gold me suit as a double feature yet in ranked. And I'm not trying to get into top 100 or top 10 right now. And so I'm not needing to compete with those that, are using the gold me racing suit at high levels. So
Great points.
I think my take on it, I have not been investing in the me suits at all. The only me suit I've purchased is the Yoshi me suit, and because I like Yoshi, and I was like, I want to buy one at least. And then I've collected them along the way, as you can like get them when you hit first place and that type of stuff. But I think the Mii suits are going to be critical in the future if you're trying to get top 100 consistently, especially with like do we have a Mii Cup this tour? Mm-hmm. I feel like every single tour we've been having Mii Cups, and the more that the player base levels that up, if you're not doing that, you are going to get left behind in that sense if ACR 100 consistently is a goal. If it's not a goal for me, like maybe one day I hit it, maybe I don't. My heart will be broken if I don't. So for me, it just doesn't help with my strategy. I play more of like, unless I'm doing an ACR 1000 grind, I play more of the week to week strategy where I level things up as it helps me in ranked. And if it doesn't help me in ranked, there's no point in me using my resources. So I kind of have the same attitude about the Mii suits, but.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's person by person situation, and to Frenzy Fanboy's point, one more thing that I didn't think about that maybe we can. This is turning into a strat chat, and I didn't intend that to be, but I'm thinking about resource allocation, just like how things look moving forward, and him buying the suits as they were coming out saved him however many rubies moving forward, because he didn't have to be in the situation like I am now, where I'm kind of looking through the Mii shop and saying, oh, this one was out before, but I didn't get it, and I have to pay 30 additional rubies to get that suit. And if you do it at the 30% off, it's like for every 2 that you buy, more or less, you get 1 free. Right, exactly. Because I mean, say I'm missing 4 or 5 Mii suits right now, that's 120 to 150 extra rubies you're spending. That's 2 Mii, that's 30% off Mii suits. So there's all that math that goes into it now that I wasn't, because for a very long time I was like, tier 80 is just very unobtainable, and I was just like looking at it, and then as I was starting the slow ascent, I was like, okay, I'm going to cap out at some point, because I was expecting, kind of like you said, I'm going to start running into people who have the gold Mii suit and who are just going to lay me out for multiple weeks, like as maybe they start to bringing it down a little bit and they start pulling back. And for whatever reason, I have not ran into a gold Mii suit player. I don't know if that's like part of Mario's game. Like at the second you obtain the suit, it's kind of like you're in a different category. But when you're without it, you can make the ascent without running into those players.
Well, so I've been in tier 80 ever since it was born, and nobody in ranked I've competed against has used the gold Mii suit. So
that's interesting. That's really interesting.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of like secondary thinking with now that this is on my account, and I agree. Even if I had the resources, I haven't had a reason to really take it up, because even like looking at last week, so when we got those whole bunch of extra tickets, like the I think it was 30 during the tour when level 8 dropped. Mm-hmm. I got a little bit stupid when that happened, and I took Meowser to level 8.
Oh no, that's not stupid.
That's a great investment.
That's good.
He is my only level 8 driver, and I'm actually waiting to get the rest of my to get the next round of driver cap tickets, because I want to take him to level 8 triple capped.
Yeah,
and just have him be like the powerhouse he is. Because I mean, just when I feel like he is almost a cheat code, the way that some people consider the gold Mii suit a cheat code, because he's so big. I mean, that hitbox is just crazy. I remember the Bowser's Castle, the OG one that we were playing at with Bowser Santa. I'm like, that hitbox is just crazy, because it was with the Silver King, I think.
Yeah.
Yep.
Especially using gold Koopa free running last week. It's so frustrating. It's like these coin boxes, I'm only getting like 8 or 9 coins out of, but I don't feel like I'm doing anything different. It's just this tiny little guy. And then I want to I'm gonna do a screenshot comparison. When you get hit with lightning with Gold Cooper free running, I think you're exactly the same size as the Smash the Dry Bones, like the special thing. Like you are so freaking stinking tiny on there. It's not even funny.
I agree. I agree. I'm so excited to be here and talking with you guys about this. I literally saved everything, like except for the all clear pipe, but I saved all of my other pipes so we could kind of go through them tonight.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like a celebration.
Yeah.
Like a pipe pull celebration of hitting that. I came in with a lot of rubies on purpose because we have a lot of pipes to pull.
Let's do it.
Before we dive in, could I have you look at your shop? We both got high ends today, and I'm wondering if Mario's being nice to people.
I also wanted to check ranked because I again, this is my first time logging in. Everyone's been talking about having like the same 4 or 5 people.
Gorilla and Rose. You have that number 1 guy as soon as I do.
Yep.
You don't have Gorilla and Rose. I've got Chavez or Chaves.
Okay, it's one of those weeks again.
But you do have a top 10. Oh, and I have that Angel. That Angel is tier 80.
Oh no.
Who's this top 10 that you have? Ay.
Oh, they're definitely
you.
Yeah, they're
go to player info. Info.
They are trolling hard.
70,500. I thought that Crazy was the only one with 70,000.
Let's see what their gold Koopa is. He's down. Oh, level 8, 1400. Yoshi, level 8, 1400.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Break this week, TorchieTorch.
Yeah, save your one resource.
Oh, you have all the. Oh no, that's this other guy. I was like, you have all the me racing suits.
Oh no, I don't. I'm not going to sit here and say I have bad loadouts.
No, not at all.
This one's tricky. The cart is because I want to use the paintster, but level 1 versus level 4 double capped is tough. But yeah,
I'll lend you my coconut 1 level 6.
Still crazy small hitbox.
Yep.
Such a random purchase on my part. I don't regret it one bit, but I'm not.
I'm sure they have. I'm sure they have a crazy high connect too. Oh yeah, it's probably gonna be one of those weeks. I'm just gonna probably tear down. It's okay to say.
Yeah. I don't anticipate staying in tier 80 this week. My loadouts are horrendous.
Wait, did you
solid,
say Gorilla was one of them?
Yeah, Gorilla and Rose.
I'm looking
you
at
have both of them.
Yeah.
Yikes. Okay.
Rose is in our
shop.
server.
Oh, fun. Hey, Rose.
Yeah.
Cool.
You got a bunch of bots though.
Thank goodness.
I have heard that there's like some people with like 13 to 15 bots.
That's me.
Oh, here's his selects.
Oh, okay.
Did you buy something out of the tier shop last night though? Before the end of rank?
So yesterday I had a high-end ticket.
Okay.
In the tier shop or in the daily selects?
Oh, daily selects.
Wow. Okay.
Oh.
Cool.
Yeah, I've
Anything out of the tier shop though?
Last tour, yes, I did buy the high-end driver ticket. Yes.
Cool.
Yep.
We're just testing different theories of ours.
Yeah.
They're all incorrect.
Debate whether or not I might buy the crawly cart.
Yeah, get that to 7.
Yeah, almost to 7.
Oh, but you don't have any tickets at all.
Right, I don't have any tickets at all.
Tickets. I guess you do have you do have one of the.
I mean, I do.
That'll get you one away. Oh no, you do have 2. So you could 36,000 coins could get you to level 7.
Something to think about.
Yeah, it is. And crawly cart's good on my account. That's why it's where it is.
Yeah. Is crawly cart in any of the pipes? Like, is it in the standard pipe?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Let's manifest pulling that guy.
Oh yeah.
And I will say too, I haven't done coin rush for. I know I don't have as many as Frenzy Fangirl, but I definitely haven't touched my coin rush for a while.
I need to outsource someone at this point who wants to do all my coin rush for me.
Good news, you might have someone relatively close that might be willing. Might take the same amount of time.
Yeah. So good.
All right. No, this is great. And I am excited that I don't have to worry about these loadouts against that group trying to tear up one more time. My loadouts were solid last week. So I mentioned Meowser. He was double capped. I had the cucumber maxed out all the way. And the strawberry donut, is that what? Yeah.
Dry Bowser.
Dry Bowser umbrella.
And dry Bowser umbrella is the one I was using. Right. And
let's hope you weren't using the strawberry donut.
No, I wasn't. But yeah, I was. And then Gold Koopa.
Wow, nice.
He was at 8. Oh, this was my other move. That took a ton of tickets. I took the White Bruiser to 6 double capped.
Yeah.
Then the heart balloons was what I was using here.
How are the heart balloons for you?
For me, they're good. That's one I actually had up pretty early in the game.
Yeah.
And they just kind of pop up here and there in really decent spots.
That's cool.
I noticed a lot of people have like this one right here, the Glinting Glider, pretty high, and I wouldn't be surprised if those two have a good amount of overlap.
Right.
Those heart balloons, though, they have the worst obstruction
Blind
of
spots.
view.
Yeah.
Yes.
Wow.
Just can't see anything.
You can't see anything when you're coming in after gliding.
Sometimes I get hit by something when they're deployed. I'm like, I don't even know what just hit me.
What happened?
I don't know.
Oh, I just ran into a giant banana that I couldn't.
All my balloons just popped midair.
Yeah. Yeah, that it is. You're 100% right on that one. This one is where during the strat chat last week was why I asked that question, because I was actually having much better runs with Pink Shy Guy versus Charge and Chuck.
Cool. Yeah.
And so that's kind of the route I took. And again, it just wasn't a glider wasn't very high. Iron Cucumber I don't have very high, so it was just trying to make it work enough. All right, so ready to pull some pipes?
Pull some pipes.
Okay.
Pull some pipes.
So what are you wanting? I mean,
I want a bunch of stuff.
But what are you?
Out of this pipe, I want the new Rosalina, specifically, and I would be happy if along the way, if she wasn't right at the top, if I end up getting the cart, especially considering the cart size, it's considered a giant. The sweet ride, yeah, that one's considered a giant cart in the cart dimensions, so that's one I would be excited about. I'm not really a pretzel person, but if it comes my way, I know a lot of people are excited about that one, and it looks good. I almost do think Nintendo versus almost anything else, if they make a glider that looks good, then that's the Wicked Topaz is one that I also wish I would have pulled for, that has gotten some pretty quality buffs too. So this pipe has a bunch of fun stuff for it, and I'll be honest, I'm not even going to prime the pipe because I'm just diving in. I don't want to kind of be careless with some of my other resources.
Yeah, this is not a testing a strategy video. This is
You might want a pipe hop though. Pipe hopping's fun.
Oh, that could be fun. And also, don't want to launch a 485 when I have freebies sitting out here. That'd be rough. Okay, let's go. All right, here's first freebie.
super.
I've seen a lot of people get some gold pipes this torque too, and I'm sure it's because you're dealing with a little bit of a better percentage. I'm gonna completely pipe hop and go over to this one now.
So are you gonna drain both week 1 and week 2?
Oh yeah, so I didn't talk about the second one. Getting some points, which is
common
helpful.
drivers out of both. The first one.
So for this one, Rosalina Volendam is already 6 double cap for me. I already have Luigi Painter 6 single capped. So I really want the flower cart and I really want the green sprout. So anything else I would get along the way would just be helpful. I guess leveling up the paintster wouldn't be bad to kind of get along the way too. So
now, do you have the green sprout?
I don't.
Hey, neither do I.
I don't have it at all. And I did look at the coverage, like if that was one when I reaccumulated resources, if I took it up, it wouldn't give me a ton. But still, like I had mentioned with the pretzel, if a glider looks good, I feel like it does kind of get that preferential treatment from Mario. So that's one I do want to go for also against whatever the sheets say. So I guess I'm also kind of at the point where I just want to play and have some fun.
Totally. Absolutely.
So now that I'm thinking about it, since I'm doing freebies, I could potentially prime the pipe a little bit just for a couple.
What will TorchieTorch do?
Oh,
It's going to prime the pipe.
I'm not here to influence him. Prime the pipe. Prime the pipe. He already pushed the button.
I did.
Oh, off of a green?
Yes!
Reset.
I have to reset.
That was a great prime, though.
True. Oh, what are you gonna do?
No. Don't, I mean, definitely reset. 100% reset. But
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm gonna reset this pipe for sure. Actually, I'm gonna do it before, so I don't do something
A
extra
green
stupid.
pipe though, with a driver off of the first one.
I mean, he's killing the pipe. You gotta.
Are you gonna reset? Okay, yeah. Let's see if this is a thing. What if you just reset and your second freebie is always awesomeness?
Strategy
number 20.
I don't believe the green pipe. Don't believe it for 1 second. Oh.
Theory
Okay.
smashed.
Very smashed. All right. That's all right. We got work to do now. Okay. We are going to pipe up, go back and forth, and I'll just try to like mentally pay attention to the stuff I wanted so I don't go overboard going between the two.
There's nothing wrong with checking details every now and again.
No. I still remember that stud fit video when when he went down on lower on the pipe than he needed to because he thought something was left.
Yeah. I think all of our hearts broke that day for him.
It's like, no.
We're like, stop! You already got it!
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, and I think we should give like a shout out to Pepper Rabbit too, because he's doing the hard push right now. I just checked out his stat sheet before we jumped on, and he's already at 1.31.
Good for him. Pepper Rabbit,
So
you're great.
he's pushing.
Yeah, 138's the goal, but if you can get to 1.4.
Yeah, 700,000 to get with a week left. So
Yeah.
good luck, man.
Yeah, you got this.
Yeah, it's tough. That's like the one thing I probably don't even come close to understanding is the idea. Boy, this feels like it's all commons.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. heard me talking. Yeah, like the time investment part of it feels like the biggest thing that people might not like. I know Alex Young talked about like the accumulation of resources. Like he would go in like with a big stash and, but I don't know how many people like talk about the overall time investment that's really needed to if that's a big push for you, because for some people top 100 is just kind of like grinding through the courses. For most other people, top 100 is a grind. It's a push.
Yeah.
So
I feel like I talk about it all the time, but only in reference to like I'll never go for it because I don't have the time.
I will say it's crazy like how much easier as I've gone through the game top 1,000 has been. Heyo. Yeah, top 1,000 seems like it's getting a little bit easier for me every tour. So that's really exciting that you don't have to expand that much time for that part of it, kind of as your account starts to mature.
Yeah.
Hey,
my
and there's the
goodness.
cards. Yes.
Ah,
All right. So now let's. Was that the one thing that you wanted out, or the green sprout?
I wanted the green sprout, but this is
So
the
let's
first
just get the green
temple.
sprout. If you get the green sprout in this,
Oh!
can we get a turkey?
Turkey.
Green.
Turkey on a 9%.
Come on. Oh,
Morton.
Morton. So if you get the green sprout, are you gonna just walk away from the pipe? Are those the two things that you're really wanting, and you don't really need anything else?
They are.
Would you walk away without the green sprout? Is this your first tenor on this pipe?
Yeah.
Oh, so
Or are
you
you
have
gonna
to
reset?
Oh, that was next. Oh,
Especially get one more high end. Come on. Oh,
Yeah, what does one do?
wow.
I'm telling you, pipe hopping is
That's-
where it's at.
That's a heck of a pull. Like,
That was amazing.
why don't you
The
go
first-
to the other pipe and see how it goes?
So we get this. In both of your pipes, you got at least one high end in the first 12.
yeah. This one's a fresh pipe, though.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting to get that. That is one good thing about pipe hopping is that I can actually see how this pipe goes.
Yeah.
And then,
You could get the green sprout in the week 1 pipe. If there are more things that you're wanting in the week 1 pipe, right?
Now your
That's true.
chances are so much slimmer.
Right. But
yeah,
But it doesn't.
but there's a chance.
So you're saying I have a chance.
pipe,
Yeah,
hop,
yeah,
pipe,
yeah,
hop, pipe,
yeah,
hop.
Green sprout, green sprout.
Wow, this is crazy.
You know, a lot of those red kitty cards.
Yeah, I saw a lot of people go into that coin box pipe, and like Pepper, I think he spent like 1,000 rubies in there.
Yeah.
I watched his video, and the biggest thing I noticed on his account is you definitely see like the commons are starting to definitely get leveled up for him. I think he has
Good.
most of them like right around 30. So he's not too far off from being able to max out that part of his shop.
Yeah.
Ugh.
What do you
This
think's
was
the
a gold
demon?
pipe, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Digging the coins though.
Show me the star.
What do you want? Call your shot, like Babe Ruth.
Gotta manifest it.
I think this is going to be Rosalina. Like the way my luck's been going, I feel pretty good
Yeah.
about it.
Betty Rosa, Betty Rosa. She's
Feels
coming.
like this feels like a long time. I don't usually count.
Oh
Please be her. Please be her. Bam! What?
This makes it so much harder.
Oh no! Are you gonna reset now?
Everything I
Like,
wanted
like-
has been at the top.
I feel like we need to read our conversation from earlier. It's like, I'm coming prepared. I have 1,000 rubies. I'm gonna go all in. It's like 4 pipe pulls in.
I don't know what to do.
I did.
No, I know. Like the luck is insane.
So go to the details. Is she the only thing that you've gotten out of this so far?
Yeah.
You haven't gotten any of the non-spotlight high-ends?
Nothing.
Out of this
There
one.
was nothing in the first
He
10.
reset it. He got one, and then he got cat toed and reset.
Yes, I did do that. Yep.
So is 20 rubies worth a high-end ticket to get Chef Rosalina to level 2 for you? That's essentially what you're trading. Because you put 20 rubies into it, right?
Mhm.
She's at level 1, you've unlocked her. If you reset, that means that you've spent 20 rubies for a ticket to be able to go into a pipe again. And if you drain it, you get her one more time.
Or you don't reset because he's not beating the pipe right now.
Correct. It's just the most valuable item in the pipe has come within 20 rubies.
Yeah.
Within 20 pulls.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. That's what I meant.
Yeah.
Pulls, rubies, everyone knows what I'm talking about, except for me. Wires get switched in my brain and then junk comes out of the mouth.
He's learned from the best.
Yeah. 20 pulls.
But I mean, so the other part of this serious conversation is just like, do you say because we were talking about the investment that has to happen, well, not has to, but can be happening now with the me suits. Is this kind of where you say, okay, don't be greedy with the pipe. And wow.
It's a tough call. How bad do you want that sweet ride?
All of the new stuff I feel like is so touchy right now. I think it was during the rundown, Antelope was talking about how the last things that came out with like all city courses was all of the MKB dashers, the different types that came out during the anniversary tour. And none of them, like, they've come in spots, but none of them have really been like powerhouses or one has overtaken a lot or anything like that. Starting with this many cities, like right off the rip, is tough. It's hard to come back from. Even if they get like some preferential treatment down the road, it's still hard to come back from.
It's such a tough call.
And I mean, so cards on the table, I also don't have Fast Frank.
Yeah. So there's 4 in here that you don't have. 4 left that you don't have.
Yeah. Wow. I was hoping this pipe was going to be a little
right.
a little easier to figure out, so that the other decision might be easier.
Well, let's go look at the other one really quick and see if it shakes our brain loose.
Let's do a poll real quick for all the live viewers.
Hey, live viewers.
What should TorchieTorch do?
Live viewer 1 says, trust your heart.
So even looking at this pipe big picture, Rosalina, I have her. Painter Luigi, have him. The only thing I am missing out of this pipe is the green sprout.
Yeah. And how many courses was this? The one that you said?
It's only like
only gives you 4.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Right. So
and you don't have the tickets to do that right now, so it's not like you're going to do that and then benefit from it like immediately.
Right. And there's absolutely nothing that says next tour or the tour after that it doesn't come back in a pack.
Yeah.
Or isn't some other type of get.
Yeah.
Because the other pipe is, I mean, it's so much that's new to my account. Like,
yeah.
Everything here except for the driver is brand new to me.
Yeah. If it were me.
And I'm farther in.
Yeah. If I were to go with one of the pipes, I would go with the week 1 pipe, just because you have a higher percentage of getting something that you
don't have currently in my inventory. What do you think? What do you think, Francie? I'm really open. I'm looking for any feedback.
So, as far as the courses for this tour that Chef Rosalina has, if she was at level 2, would that make you, would she be the preferred driver, or do you pretty much have everything?
No, I have everything covered.
Something like level 4 or more.
Yeah, the only course I actually don't have covered with a top shelf something. Oh, what was it? It was I can't even remember. It was one of the obscure ones, and it was just, I was racing with like a cactar, a second shelf on it, but it wasn't a ranked cup. It was just something like for ACR. And I was looking at it like the only way I could get a top shelf cart was if I took the Fast Frank to level 6. And that's obviously not happening.
Yeah. So like the question that I just bit my tongue that I was going to ask you is, well, let's take a look at Bam and Gerbs to see like what coverage she gives you, but it's all
so new.
It's all cities. And
it's all cities.
It doesn't really give you like, this is really hard. Like, one part of me is thinking, I don't know if you've been following like the most valuable items series we've been doing, but if it's not a coin boxer, it's a character that was introduced in a city tour that now has been getting so much love from Mario.
Yeah.
That they're used often and they're on hard to roster ranked courses like Luigi Vacation, Yoshi Kangaroo, Charging Chuck.
But to that point, he's
Rosalina Volendam.
Yeah. To that point, though, he's already gotten Chef Rosalina, so he has that covered.
Right.
So I think the question really, at least in my brain, is how many rubies would it be worth it to you to gamble to get the sweet ride? And if the answer is like, I don't really want to gamble for it, like I have what I need, then you can totally walk. Like you can walk away from this just like feeling like a boss, right?
Yeah.
But I just, yeah.
Yeah.
It's so frustrating. Like you come in with the expectation, like I almost came in tonight like I'm probably going to spend 700 rupees, and we're right around 100 in. And
now you're not considering anything in the special pipe. We haven't talked about the special pipe yet.
Oh, we can look at it real quick. Yeah.
Scroll down.
Yeah, so
Does the white fast frank do anything for you? Have you taken a look at how it may or may not help?
It wouldn't take over anything this tour. I did click on the one course. I don't have a top shelf, and all of my top shelves are at minimum level 4. I take that back, except for the because I was actually expecting to get the sweet ride, so I put this course. Yeah, I put this is the other course that I don't have coverage on. But again, it's not ranked. It's
not ranked. Yeah,
I can still hit ACR top 1000 without it. So that course both Berlin Byways Tea gets me both times. Yep. And then the other one is with the Cat Peach Cup. Yep. But, yep.
So I guess if I were you, I would look at the first week pipe and then I'd ask myself, I would plan on what I want being in the bottom. And then I would say, how much would I be willing to gamble to hopefully get it in the top, and then stick to that. And if the answer is I don't want to do that, then I would walk away. Like if you're like the sweet ride, like even if it's the last one, I'd be totally willing to go 10 more or 3 more 10 pulls. And if I don't get it, I don't get it. But if I get it, like, woohoo.
Yeah. I don't think it makes sense to do it. Like, I keep talking about, like, I'm at a point where I just want to be able to save, and that what I'm thinking about doing is the exact opposite of saving anything. Wow.
Isn't it interesting?
So wait. Are you considering just stopping pulling altogether or just resetting?
Oh, I was considering stopping to pull, not pulling anymore. That's kind of where I'm at. Like, do I feel, because I do feel like the one piece of information that is helpful is that I don't have so many of these things. Like, I'm literally looking at 4 things on my screen that would be a net add to my inventory.
Yeah.
But no matter how obscure it is, like that is something that will add to my overall account in some way.
So my recommendation is to at least try and get the sweet ride, just in case, since it is such a big hitbox type of cart.
Okay. And I will say that's the from the breakdowns I've done, that's the weakest part of my account. Like, I'm always like, oh, do I really want to keep going for another cart? And that's the question I usually run into.
Yeah. I don't know. For some reason, I kind of have a feeling that this might be like the Combo Cruiser 2.0.
Okay.
Where it came out in a city course. Granted, the LA Tour didn't have all cities, but it's a big hitbox. Nintendo's going to favor something out of this pipe, most likely. Yeah. And you never know. It might be kind of the replacement of the Combo Cruiser. And so you might see that it overlaps with it, and then that'll help you make the decision in the future as to, well, with the Suite, ride, I get 7 courses out of it, while with the combo it overlaps with 4 of those, and so I might as well go ahead and go with the sweet ride. But yeah,
there's 2 different mindsets, right? There's the mindset of I can walk away right now and just be thrilled that I got exactly like my top priority pulls with rubies. And then there's the mindset of I was completely planning on draining 2 pipes to get what I wanted. Yep. And now I only have to potentially drain only 1, but I'm going to get what I want. And if you had that mindset, 100% obviously go with week 1. And then just cross your fingers that the sweet ride comes first. But it's just a 2 different philosophy thing.
The third side of the coin is...
I love the third side. These
2 pipes are still going to be around after this pipe pulling party. And the tour preview is coming out on Friday.
That's a great point.
If the tour preview gives you some type of clue as far as like, maybe it shows in the preview that there's not like a city course, so it looks like there's going to be like some non-city courses coming.
Yeah.
Then maybe it's like, oh, okay, well the new items here, they start out with all these city courses, but next tour they might get a buff that's not a city course, and so that might sway you to be like, oh, I'll go ahead and continue.
Yeah.
Or if it's like your favorite character, it looks like it's going to be like this sweet, awesome tour, and you're like, oh wait, no, I gotta save all my rubies for that. Then you could do that. So
the fourth theory is fate. We can flip a coin and have fate decide.
No, I am pretty confident in. So after we talked a little bit, I think I am going to actually keep going in this pipe.
Okay.
Because, like I said, each of these 4 things, the sweet ride, the pretzel, the candlelight flight cake, and the fast frank, are all additions to my account. Every single one of them. And you don't have that very often where, like, now granted, brand new things, yes, but I mean, this is all net add to my account in some way. And I do agree with what you said as far as like something will be preferred, kind of like the Silver King was when it was just all by its lonesome sitting there in that pipe.
Yeah. And you are still sitting at a 10% chance because you have 80 left, right?
Yes.
Okay, you're sitting at a 10% chance, which is better than a typical 6% 100 pipe.
Yep.
I like the fact that you can get that many new things at little odds. If I were coming at this with a fresh brain, I'd be like, hey, that's really cool. Let's do it.
Watch, you get them all in the next 2 10 pulls. And right. Like, that's totally worth it. Let's do it.
That's what I hope for.
I feel good about it. After after talking about it a little bit, I feel better about just, we'll see how it goes and see what this looks like.
Oh, okay.
Takes it out of middle land.
That's nice though.
Half level land, yep. Mario's on the other side of the screen, like on the other side of the screen. Shut up, guys, just pull it. I'll give you what you
I'm bored to death.
but I do hope, like, as people are listening to this.
Oh my goodness!
Yes! TorchieTorch! Yes!
That is sweet.
After all that talking.
I'm telling you, Mario was just rolling his eyes. He's like, come on, just do it. I'm so happy for you, dude. Like, that's great.
Oh, this is wonderful. This is better than I could have ever.
Oh my goodness!
And the Pretzel Glider!
What is this nonsense?
Shut the front door! What? Maybe this is the new pipe pulling strategy.
Guys, we have a new strategy.
You just talk it to death.
Game clear off for 20 minutes until you make it mad, and then it gives you everything.
I love it. You said you might cry some tears. Are these tears of joy? Here's my virtual shoulder for you right here.
This is unbelievable. Like,
what? Walk away, TorchieTorch. Walk away.
Yeah, I mean, it doesn't get much better than that.
This was a triple one.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, if you do decide to go more, like,
it would have to reset. You would have.
Oh, 100%. Yeah.
Because there's 70 things left in the pipe, and
Yeah, and you'll have like what, 5 things left.
Now the question becomes, are rubies worth tickets since you don't have many resources? But that's a whole different mindset. That's the 5th side of the coin.
That's so crazy.
You got 4 out of the 9 high ends and 30 pulls.
Wow.
Plus a cat toad.
Plus a cat toad. Yeah, I'm good.
I mean, it could be golden hour. You never know. Yeah, so if you're
It's weird you guys are switching places.
Right?
We just want to make sure.
He shaved the beard and all his worries went out the door.
All my logic.
Well, I mean, I feel like we've lost all logic in terms of what's happened here.
This is amazing.
Yeah, I'm good. Like I've went this far without the fast Frank.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because that's not a new item to the game. It's just a new item to you.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
Really, there's only one new item to the game. And my guess, I could be 100% totally wrong, but it'll probably be the least value of the things in the pipe that you just pulled.
I'm not too excited about that glider.
Yeah.
No.
So now, green sprout. Is it the green sprout time? Because now you still have over 1,000 rubies.
Yeah, and I wasn't expecting to get what I wanted that quickly. Wow.
If you were to go into this one, I would set a pretty firm budget and say, I'm only going to pull.
Like only go like halfway in.
Go 2 tens more and just see what happens. Or.
But see, that's the thing. Like if you're not willing to go all the way in for something, then
Yeah.
Then why even start the journey?
Right.
It's pretty crazy that you're like, I want the sweet ride. I want the flower cart.
I want the pretzel.
I want the
and
pretzel.
green sprout.
Well, no.
Yeah.
And Rosalina Chef.
Yeah.
And those are the things that you've gotten with the cat toad.
Yeah. Okay. I will say this on this bite. I will give it one more 10,
Okay.
just because I'll admit, like, this luck is insane. I know it likely won't continue. I'm willing to accept like whatever the pipe gives me.
Totally.
That it's one of those. Okay, I get it. So
We're just having
what
fun.
do they call it in basketball? It's like a heat check.
Yeah.
It's like you just keep like feeding it until you miss,
Yeah.
and then when you miss, you're like, okay, let's start to pull things back a little bit.
Okay.
So I think that's what I'll call this, like the heat check temple, just to
I like it.
just to make sure.
More gold. Yeah.
Oh, I did want, so just before I pull this, I did want your opinions, especially because Frenzy Fanboy and I had kind of had some discourse about if something comes, if a glider comes and it is pack exclusive, then that is something he is going to prioritize. Now, considering the courses it's got, I understand that part of it, but do you feel the same with this glider?
I do.
Okay, I do too. It's pack exclusive. They're locking it up, and it's saying it's going to be worth something. I agree with that, 100%.
I think so.
Okay.
Could totally be wrong, but just whenever they have a new item that's only in a pack, the only thing is that it's just this crazy city tour. Like that's the thing that's really hard to gauge.
Right. It is, for sure. Okay. All right. This is the heat check temple.
Okay. Gold bite, gold bite, gold bite.
Okay.
It's a fake goldie. A fake greenie. Is what it
Fake
is.
gold, fake gold. Show us the green sprout.
Wouldn't that be fun?
If you get the green sprout,
And a green pipe.
then it's just all
You
worries. You've gotten everything.
See, and this is where my logic goes out the window, because going back to like the setting a budget and you saying like, if you're going to go for it, go all in. It's at this point in time, it's like, well, I got a green one. It owes me a gold. I'm going to keep going. Like, that's where my...
Yeah, I have walked away from pipes having been beaten by the pipe. And it's not
Yeah.
the best feeling, but it's like
No.
I could use those rubies for something else that I actually.
Right. Yep. This one's going to be tougher to walk away from. But at the same time, it's just like one thing that is just like around. So it's you can work around like not having one item.
Oh, totally.
Okay. I'm good. I get it.
Pull the pipe. Pull the
Drain it.
Don't do it, TorchieTorch. Don't do
I
it.
know.
You know what I mean?
I know. I am just going to look at details. So 79.
Yep.
And I've taken 2 things out of it. So there's 7 things left in the pipe. 7 out of 70. 79. No, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Not with some of the other investments I'm kind of planning down the
For sure.
pipe. So I'm gonna call it really good.
I support that. Because my other logic there, I'm getting excited about the green sprout all of a sudden. I don't know where it's coming from, but I'm excited about it for you. But the backup to that is I have this not new, it's kind of what I've always had, but don't pull for something and don't buy something if you're not able or willing to invest it up like strategically quickly. And with your ticket stash right now and acquiring the other stuff, then you're just front loading a bunch of level ones. So I support walking away.
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah. This very healthy stash of rubies going into upcoming tours. I don't need to worry about draining a pipe.
So are you gonna get Chef Me since you saved so many rubies?
Yeah, I am going to do that. So that is on the agenda for sure.
Sweet.
Bananas.
Mm-hmm.
Nope. Feels like it's worth it.
Cool.
So that's good. And then probably moving forward, that'll just be an investment that gets made. Because like we were talking about earlier, these 3 would be 300 rubies. Whereas if I bought them in the tour that they came out, I mean, that's an extra 90 rubies I would be saving right there.
It's 2
And I just don't hear people talk about that part of the discussion. Like, sure, it's a big investment as you go, but it's a bigger investment later on if you don't make it while you're going.
Yeah.
And they disappear. They're not all available anymore, right?
Yeah, they kind of rotate around a little bit.
It looks like they only have like 9.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if that's going to continue, like if they'll have like 15 at some point, but
Yep.
Yeah. I'm half tempted to get the DK suit. I feel like of all the me suits that are available, it's kind of like the cooler one.
Well, this is the guy to talk to about it.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. It's not as great as
No. Okay.
No, it's fun to race with. It is, but this tour, I don't use it once.
Okay.
Click on it right here. Let's take a look at the courses.
Yeah. So.
Oh yeah, and all of these have coin boxes.
Coin boxers.
Yeah, 7 or 6 or 7.
Yeah. I think the last course that it didn't have coin box overlap was, it was covered up by Yoshi Gold Egg.
Gegshi.
Yep.
I love him.
I think he came in and took over the last course. He's still really fun to drive. Like when it's take out an opponent.
Yeah.
It's still one that you can kind of put on auto mode and just let him go to town. Because I have him 6 double capped. That first tour they came out, I was like, yes, this one is so cool. And yeah, I've paid for it since.
Yeah. This is amazing.
Not that I don't enjoy driving with him, but there's definitely better options.
Okay.
And he didn't get a city buff. So
Yeah, he did. London 2 and
London Loop.
2R.
London Loop.
Do you use them on either of those?
That's what I'm. London Loop 2. London Loop 2 is King Boo Gold.
Okay.
And London Loop 2R is King Babam Gold.
Yep. I was gonna say that one. I think I've been racing quite a bit. I think it has.
Yeah.
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 Sure. Yeah.
So again, just it would be fun to, that top line, I'm like, boy, could just blow another 300 rubies real quick. But
yeah,
that's a tough sell too.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool.
Thanks for having me on. This was
fun.
I'm sorry it wasn't a little bit more polling. I know that
no.
but I think the conversation is probably good for folks too. Like to step back and say what is value added to an account.
Yeah.
For sure.
Well, this was like a hybrid between a strat chat and a pipe pulling party, and I am all about it. So
I love it. So usually when we end episodes, we like to end with a grateful, thankful, made you happy. So I have one that I actually wanted to share on our last episode, and I couldn't remember what it was. It was bugging me the whole entire episode because I was like, oh, I know what it is. And then I couldn't remember it. And then like an hour after the episode, I was like, oh, that's what it was. So I'm super excited to share mine.
Okay, please.
I'll go ahead and go first, just in case you guys need a couple of seconds. So last week, I was just like sitting at lunch, kind of scrolling through like my Google like tech news feed, whatever. And there was an announcement that Nintendo Switch was coming out with Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Shredder's Revenge. And I was like, oh, that's like one of the classic, like one of the games that I loved growing up, like playing with friends.
Yeah.
Wasn't that like one of the arcade games too? I don't remember if it was like one of the arcade games or if it was like Super NES or something. SNES. Anyway, I'm totally watching the video. I'm like, yay! And it comes. So apparently, it's actually already out on like downloadable content. You can download it just and then play it. But the like hard copy of it doesn't come out till like July, end of July, maybe end of August. Kind of have some conflicting stories there. But anyway, I'm super excited about it. It made me happy. I watched the whole trailer. I was like, this is gonna be so much fun.
That's great. I mean, that's why we're playing this game, right? The nostalgia part of it.
Uh-huh.
Were you big into Ninja Turtles growing up, TorchieTorch?
I did. I remember. I remember the arcade game. I played that one a lot. I think I did play the game you're talking about now. Like I remember. There was a Nintendo one I remember playing like all the time. I love Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, I that's what I grew up on. I was like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I got really into Power Rangers. Like I was a huge Power Rangers head. I had all this stuff growing up. It was loved all of it. My Saturday
Power
mornings
Rangers
were
based off with my sister's Barbies. I was such a tomboy.
Power Rangers were fun. They were.
Yeah.
Super fun. I'll go next. I do want to give a really big because it's made a huge change in my life. Grateful, thankful, make you happy to StudFit and Sammy for the Healthy Life Challenge they did.
Yeah.
I have seen significant weight loss since kind of I took my weight a little bit more seriously. In the month plus that since that's happened, I've lost about 20 pounds.
That's amazing.
TorchieTorch.
That is amazing. Congrats.
And talked to my doctor, a lot of like the numbers going on in life, or if like all of those fun numbers that everyone loves to hear, have gotten better. So I'm thankful for just kind of, especially StudFit. I remember him talking about the one life part of it, and that hit me really big because I lost my father when he was in his early 60s. He had Alzheimer's, and he had a battle with diabetes for much of his life. My mom's not the healthiest person in the world. So just kind of that, hearing those, sometimes you have to hear someone else say it. It has to resonate a certain way before it really clicks in your head. And my wife has always said I'm too important to the family to just go away. So I really appreciated the words that kind of came out during that time, and even StudFit giving me the platform at the time to kind of talk about it a little bit more. So this is it. It's been great. This has been, I'll honestly say, life-changing. The way it's kind of moved my life. So I'm excited to see what happens next.
I love that so much.
That's awesome.
Congrats, by the way, because it's not easy. It's not easy to do.
Yeah.
So congrats on taking it seriously and going for it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's awesome.
Proud of you.
Yeah, for sure. I think I am grateful. I'm grateful for our time here in Atlanta. This is maybe one of the last videos that we record in my office. This is the office that like my business was born out of, that the YouTube channel was born out of. Like such a cool place to like have so many cool things just like built out of here. And we're selling it and we're moving west on a new adventure. And I'm so grateful for the time here, but also like for the new adventures that are going to fold and all the things that we don't even know that are going to happen yet that will. And I'm excited for it all. So yeah.
That's so amazing. I hear and see like about the adventures you guys are doing, and I'm so excited for both of you. Like it's always fun like watching to go through or to watch other people go through like turning points in their life. And there's always like ups, downs, stresses and whatnot that come with it. But afterwards you look back and if you can seriously say it was worth it, then yeah, makes it magical.
For sure. I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be a blast.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. All right. Well, thanks everyone for joining us. We appreciate you watching and pushing the thumbs up button and subscribing if you're new.
Leave a comment below.
Comments. We love chatting with people.
Tell TorchieTorch how awesome he is.
Sometimes we even have people on our server that we just start chatting with them on YouTube.
Yeah.
It's much easier to chat in the server.
We love it.
If you haven't joined the Frenzy Fans Discord server yet, you're more than welcome to go to frenzyfans.com. That's where the free invite link is. We'd love to have you there, chat with you, talk Mario Kart, talk about what you're grateful, thankful, and makes you happy. We're gonna link the MVI down in the description below. Yep. So it's always frenzyfans.com/NVI for every week's ranked. Like it's just the same URL that you type in. So currently we still have the week 1. So what was last week's ranked cup name? It was the Rosalina. We still have the Rosalina cup up, and so we'll be transitioning over to Luigi. Thank you. The Luigi Cup. Probably this weekend. I did make it today, and so probably within the next couple of days we'll switch it over. So yeah, we appreciate everyone for your involvement in the community and helping us out with the MVIs. I think that's actually kind of one of my favorite series now that we're starting to get some real good steam and some real good participation. And we're starting to see like some real good trends. And I think there's a lot of discussion that we're starting to have. Like Studfit, I noticed on the rundown, he was talking about the MVIs with the wonderful wings and had made mention of it. So anyway, I think it's fun. So thanks everyone for supporting us. We appreciate you. We may not be doing as many videos, especially over this next couple months, but we're definitely gonna do our best to try and stay in touch with the game. Definitely try and stay in touch with all you guys.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, don't be worried about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've actually been thinking out of all of the things that are changing in our lives over the next 4 months, the Frenzy Fans Discord server is probably gonna be like the one like stationary rock that like we can reach out and like chat with people. Like it's our friends that are moving with us essentially. Like that's the beauty of having something like this where we can reach out to everyone in the world. Yeah. Because it doesn't matter where we are. And we're gonna be moving to a new place where we don't know anybody essentially. I
have some friends there, but
some friends, true. But I think
you might be able to catch some people while you're traveling out west.
Yeah.
And do some meetups.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Oh yeah.
That'd be fun.
For all the people that are playing Mario Kart in Oklahoma and Alabama
and New Mexico. That's our. And then if you're in between St. George and Wenatchee, Washington, Salt Lake, Boise.
You know what? Night Rosso.
Yeah.
We can meet up with Night Rosso. He's in
Sweet.
So, anyway. Yeah.
We're going to be living in a bunch of different locations while our house is being built. So you might see us like doing pipe pulls from like a cabin on a lake. You might see us doing pipe pulls from somebody's guest bedroom. I don't know.
Hotel rooms.
We don't know what we're doing with life.
Airbnbs.
Yeah.
Laundromat.
So, with my nephew at some point in time.
Ooh.
On that note.
Okay.
We've rambled again.
Thanks everyone for joining us. And until the next episode, may the frenzies be forever in your favor.
See you guys later.